everyone, welcome back and welcome to a new bait video. You know, a few weeks ago I was like, gosh, you know, I haven't heard from anyone. Like, I wonder if people are getting offers and stuff, you know, I'm like getting ready to go on my trip, whatever. And literally, I swear, I said that, and like a few days later I heard from many people. So God bless all of you guys who reached out to me. So we have lots of bait videos coming up. This one obviously today, and then I think I've got Asia, which is today, got Australia next week, and America next week as well. So really happy and excited. And when I like see these lists, I get hope as well. So it's really great that we keep sharing. I just love this like no gatekeeping thing that we're doing on here. It just makes me happy. Okay, so let's get started. So the score was actually, but before we do that, we're going to discuss this bait video or bait list. Then we're going to talk about other bait to buy and some other theories that I have about bait, but we'll talk about that later. So the score was a Kelly 28 exotic, the exotic that begins with the letter T. So it's not completely exotic, but it begins with the letter T. I think you know the one that I'm talking about. So a exotic Kelly 28. From a very competitive boutique in Asia, and it's really exciting to get this list because I'm excited to see more and more exotic offers. I have a few exotic bait lists that I've shared, I think even on my social media, so it's exciting to get this one. This leopard herself, like she was shopping online in her country, and at this particular store, online purchases do not count. So she did share them with me, but I'm not going to count them. She didn't count them either as well. They don't count for her loyalty, and she shared them with me, but she didn't count them either. So I'm not going to mention them because they don't count. We're only going to talk about the things that she purchased in the store. She's been shopping for a while, and she is loyal to her SA, and like I said, a very competitive boutique in Asia. So let's get started. So she gets a men's polo from the equestrian line. I've said this before because this was like my experience at the Sephora store, but like there's something about the men's shirts. Like you tell an SA when they get a men's shirt, they're like, cool, you know. It's a good purchase. She picked up the the big H like tinted moisturizer. I called it a foundation. I actually got corrected at Sephora. She was like, it's not a foundation, it's more like a tinted moisturizer. She also picked up a lip gloss. She picked up 2 nail varnishes. And she also got a blanket and a pillow. The blanket and the pillow are substantial. I think that these really count. She goes back and she picks up like 3 men's shirts at this point as well. Again, the men's shirts just counting a lot. She also gets a women's t-shirt. She also goes back and then she gets a twilly, and she gets a pair of shoes, very popular shoes that everyone likes. She also picks up another pret-a-porter piece for herself, and this one is also substantial in pricing. She also gets another men's t-shirt, and then she also gets a pillow. She picks up a bunch of beach towels. She picks up some fine jewelry, earrings that are really cute. And then she also gets a pair of men's shoes as well. And then she picks up like a small, like it's not an SLG because it's not made from leather, but she picks up like a small like pouch. And then she also picks up another men's ready-to-wear shirt as well. And then she is offered this beautiful exotic Kelly 28. The loyalty ratio for this is 0.86. So I think that this is such a great bait list, and congratulations to the leopard for managing to do this. This happened basically from, it was like I think it was like late autumn last year, and she got the offer this summer. So let's say I'm just trying to think like how many months that is. It's like 8 months, give or take, something like that. That was like the wait time for this offer. So there are many things here that she does right. So let's debrief where she went right and how well it was played. First of all, she's telling me she does have a good connection with her essay. Her essay is direct, but I think she also played it very well because she's clear about the things that she's going to take, and she's clear about the things that she wants. And I think that that is also super important. Like she was telling me here, like her essay isn't her friend, but she is definitely like respectful. And I think being polite and easy to work with is super important. You know, we laugh about the things that the essay is not your friend. Yeah, we know that the essay is not your friend, but obviously, yes, even I'll put my hands up and say, yes, like you need to be able to get on, and you need to also have like pleasant interactions. And I think being a pleasant, like kind client is really important. I think that she came across that way. That's why she was able to get this really amazing offer as well. She did make it clear to her essay that she was interested in having an exotic offer as well, and she had made that clear. You know, I think the thing with exotic bags is, like I think I've said before, they're 1% of all leather production. So sometimes I think when people say like, oh, you know, they should be easy to get, that's not really the case, because a lot of the times, first of all, they don't make many of them, and second of all, a lot of them are allocated ahead of time to other clients who have shown interest. So I think if you are interested in them, I think you should make it clear that you would like to buy one like her as well. So she had also made it clear as well. Now, let's talk about the offers, okay? The Birkin bait that she posted, I beg your pardon. So this offer is dominated by two major themes: ready to wear, okay, and megawatt homewares purchases and megawatt ready to wear purchases. So she gets a lot of men's ready to wear. We've talked about this before, how men's ready to wear is really powerful. I experienced it myself, even just with one shirt for my husband. Like the whole experience changed with just one shirt. I can imagine if I had bought more prêt-à-porter for him, maybe things would have been different. Men's ready to wear, regardless of, and this is really important, regardless of the price point or what it is, counts a lot. So the men's shirts, the men's polo shirts, like all kinds of men's prêt-à-porter items. She also gets ready to wear for herself, which of course it counts as well, which I've mentioned. And she also gets like a blanket and a pillow. I still think that those homeware purchases count. I think sometimes like maybe because we're always talking about fine jewelry, and we're always talking about like timepieces and fine jewelry, that we forget about homewares in some other categories. So we're going to talk about that in this video once we finish talking about her bait. But I think that they really do count. So her getting the blanket and the pillow really helped. She also, by the way, she got like a blanket and a pillow, and then she went back and got like another pillow as well. And she also got beach towels as well. That shows that she is living that big H lifestyle. Like this is a lifestyle. And I think that for them, they really want to see that you are living a big H lifestyle, as it were. And I think that's really, really important to Big H. Like they want to know that you're part of the Big H lifestyle. Something else which really counted in this Birkin bait offer was, and get ready for it, it was the fine jewelry earrings that she picked up. There's no question about it. The fine jewelry earrings played a huge role as well. They are a significant portion of her loyalty for this offer. They definitely counted a lot. But again, the men's ready to wear, the women's ready to wear, the homeware pieces, the megawatt homeware pieces like the blankets and the pillows and the megawatt earrings, but also she's also getting things which it's like things that you know people are gonna love as well, like the beauty products. She also picks up the beauty products as well, like, and also gets shoes. She's buying a wide range of items, and she's showing that it's a lifestyle to her. It's not just like Birkin bait that, you know, we're cracking jokes about and stuff, but like it's a lifestyle. So Kelly 28, the exotic one, beginning with the letter T, so it's not a full exotic, it has a portion of it, you know, the one that I'm talking about if you're a Big H person, in the crocodile leather, and in a really beautiful bright color, a desirable bright color, not one that isn't desirable, so a desirable one. And yeah, so the loyalty was 0.86. I think this is a huge win. I mean, this is amazing. 0.86 to 1. It's not even one-to-one. Exotics should be easier to get, but like I said, I still think that they are like in demand with the few people who like them, like particularly if it's in a really nice color. Like this color was a bright color, but it's a very nice color. People are gonna fight for them and would definitely love to purchase one, particularly the fact that this is a touch. Like, people are going to want to have something like this. And I think the thing with the touch bags is like, I think the touch bags are also a great gateway like item. If you like exotics but you're freaked out by a full exotic bag, I totally understand, by the way, why many people like touches, because I feel like for some people it's like, whoa, like a full crocodile bag is like, whoa. I remember one of the Glamazons was like, I'm afraid that thing's gonna become alive and actually turn into a crocodile, which had me screaming. So I can understand why someone would like the touches as well. So it's very exciting to share this one with you. What do you guys think about this bait list, honey? Like, what this bait list says to me is go and buy your boyfriend or your husband, honey, clothing today. In fact, go do it right now. Stop watching right now. And go to the boutique right now and go buy your man girl some prêt-à-porter, honey, and go do it right now. No, seriously, go do it right now. I would love to know what you guys think about this. I think this is a huge win. I think she did very well, and I'm very, very happy for her. I was so excited to see this because I love seeing exotic offers. Like, oh my God, I love them so much. So I just love seeing how they like work and stuff. Like, I think it's just amazing. So I'm going to speak to her privately because I want to know if she's going to get like a full exotic next. But yeah, this is very, very, very exciting. Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about bait and what is or what are the types of bait that I'm seeing that are new that I think you guys should go and look at if you're interested. It's a little bit overcast today, but just ignore the weather, it's fine. So I wanted to just kind of get started and tell you about the Kellymorphose collection. So this is the high jewelry collection, I beg your pardon. It was from last year, but they added some new items that I wanted to walk you guys through. Now, I want to talk to you about the piece, which I feel like it's like the infinity stone piece of the entire collection. It's called the Kelly Gavroche double ring. I've posted it in the group before. I've told you guys on Instagram about it before, but I wanted to tell the YouTube leopards as well about it. So it's a double ring. It has diamonds. It has baguette diamonds as well, baguette cut diamonds in it as well. I think it's absolutely stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. I would love to know what you think about this. This piece, for whatever reason, literally churns bag offers for people, like spectacular offers, like unicorn offers that people really like. I've seen people mention really special mini Kellys. I've seen people mention really, really special like Birkins and Kellys in general. So I think if you're looking for something super special and unique and different, like a Kelly doll maybe, or Himalayan, I feel like something like this is the thing to get. In Australia, this ring is 114,000 Australian dollars. And I think in the EU, it's circa, like, give or take, it's about like, let's say like 50,000 euros, give or take. Honestly, it's super beautiful. It looks really painful. It comes in white gold, it comes in yellow gold. I believe it also comes in rose gold as well. I would love to know what you think about this. Have you purchased this ring, and what offer did you get after you bought it? What are your thoughts about this ring in general? Do you think it looks painful? I think it's really beautiful. It just looks really painful. I'm someone who likes rings in general, and I feel like it would look really painful, but let me know what you think. So this ring is not actually a fine jewelry ring. It is actually part of, like I said, the Kellymorphose high jewelry collection. It is actually technically a high jewelry piece. And it is seen as high jewelry at the boutique, and it is part of the Kellymorphose collection. I've been thinking this for a few months now. I think that Big H and Cartier as well, they have these pieces that are not like, they're not like high jewelry, because when people think of high jewelry, they think of pieces that are at least 100K a piece going forward in terms of US dollars, euros, pounds, and Swiss francs, for example. And this ring is not 100K in USD, and like I said, I think in Europe it's about 50,000 euros. However, I think that this piece is meant to kind of initiate people into being like VIP clients, or initiate people into spending a lot of money often, and then you kind of get promoted at the brand. I do think that there is this thing as like, getting promoted at the brand, I definitely think it is a thing. So I wanted to kind of just chat to you guys about it because I was thinking you guys might be interested. Okay guys, I'm sitting here now. It's raining, but it's like raining outside of the veranda. Like I'm completely bone dry here, so don't worry about me. I actually really like rain. I like hearing it. You know when you're like sitting outside at your crib and you hear rain but you're bone dry? I like really enjoy this. And sometimes when it rains, I'll come and sit here and just chill and play on my phone and stuff. So I hope that you guys aren't bothered by the rain, so just ignore it, okay? Okay, so I also want to show you this pave necklace. It's also from the Kellymorphose collection. So like I said, Big H, or wait, I don't think I said this. I think I've said this previously, maybe on Instagram or something, or on another social media platform. Every high jewelry maison, so Cartier, Van Cleef, Chaumet, Chopard, even Louis Vuitton and Chanel, they release one new high jewelry collection per year. Big H released Kellymorphose, which is haute joaillerie, so high jewelry in French, last year, but they opted not to release something new this year. It's my understanding that high jewelry is very important to them. They've invested a lot in high jewelry. Pierre Hardy, who's a very famous French fashion, creative. He is the creative director of fine jewelry and haute joaillerie. So it's not that it's not important to them. I just don't understand why they didn't release a brand new collection for this year. I thought it was just quite strange. So I'll put up some pictures on the screen of some of the other pieces from Kellymorphose. So some of these are from last year. Like the Kelly Gavroche ring, I believe is from last year, but it's in production at the moment. And some of these are brand new. They were designed this year and they're also in production. So I hope that we're all on the same page. Big H's current high jewelry collection is called Kellymorphose, and it is officially high jewelry. As far as Big H is concerned, all of these pieces, irrespective of price point, in this collection are high jewelry. Now, something I noticed about the Kelly Gavroche ring is that the pricing of this piece is, I don't know, I've noticed that Cartier do this as well. Cartier have pieces that are priced like fine jewelry, but they have a high jewelry look, and they look a little bit more ornate. I don't know, there's maybe more craftsmanship that's gone into it and stuff, because high jewelry is completely handmade, fine jewelry isn't. Now, that fine jewelry is like a mixture of assembly and also hand finishing and handwork, right? Now, I think that with this collection, it's all of these pieces, there's no question, all of them. And with Big H, we know that everything Big H does is handmade. So even with Big H's fine jewelry, all of that is handmade. We know that. However, I think some of these pieces from this collection, some of them are meant to be, I think, like gateway pieces to get you to spend more with their high jewelry, because the Kelly Gavroche ring in Australia is 114,000 Australian dollars. I think in Europe, this is about 50,000 euros, 60,000 euros in Europe. So it's still priced like a very expensive piece of fine jewelry, but I think it's meant to, even though technically it is a high jewelry ring, but I think it's meant for you to basically buy that piece, for example, the Kelly Gavroche ring. You'll get a phenomenal offer, there's no question about it. And then they're going to kind of initiate you into purchasing the more expensive pieces, perhaps from this collection, because there are pieces in this collection that are going to be millions and, maybe even €1 million, maybe even two. There'll be some pieces that are 500K, 600K USD, euro. There'll be pieces like that. There'll be pieces that are like 400K, and then they'll have like pieces like this Kelly Gavroche ring, which maybe 50,000 euros, maybe 60,000 euros as well. So I think that this collection is also meant to find the people who have the potential of being VIP clients in the future. Are you someone who maybe has the potential to be a VIP client? We talk a lot about who the target market for these rings are. I know there's gonna be someone saying, if you have to think about this ring, you're not the target market. I don't agree. I think that the world is very different. It's not, respectfully, it's not, 1905, it's not 1907. Luxury is global now. And Big H Honey will take anyone's money, but clearly Big H doesn't care where you're at. She'll put her wig on and take your money. A lot of people earn money in different ways. There are a lot of old money clients. Those people exist. They do shop at Big H, but I don't believe that they're the majority of Big H's global client today. I think the global client today is someone who is a global consumer, and many people who have made their money recently. I don't like the term new money. I think that it's kind of offensive. I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that you've like worked really hard for your money and you weren't given it. I think there's a lot of honor in that. So I don't like using that term, but Big H has a lot of new clients now, people who've made their fortunes in, you know, business, people who are very successful in the corporate world. Yes, there are heirs and heiresses, but I don't think that heirs and heiresses are the majority of people who shop at Big H. These pieces are very expensive. You need to have very high income to consistently buy these pieces, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to share the Kellymorphose high jewelry collection. I definitely think if you buy a piece from this collection, whether you buy it at home or you buy it in Paris, I'm sure you'll get something super special. But beyond that, I feel like your profile will change, and I feel like they will want to encourage you. Maybe if you buy the double ring, they'll want to encourage you to buy other things. They'll be like, okay, what about this? You know, maybe something that's a little bit more expensive. A very good essay will figure out how to get you to spend more. Maybe you'll buy that Kelly double ring. Maybe next month or 2 months later, your essay will be like, oh, we have this, it's 90K. Maybe the next time they'll get you to buy something that's 150K. There are people who are going to walk into Big H today and they will buy some of the very expensive pieces that I've shown you that maybe are 500K, 600K, but it's still a lot of money. And I think it's very important for us, whether the person has the money or not isn't the point. It's important for us not to be too flippant about it. Yes, there are people who have lots of money and they, you know, blow millions of dollars at Big H. Those people absolutely exist. But I do think that this collection is also meant to find future VIPs and maybe people who have the ability to spend, but for whatever reason are not spending right now. I think any of these pieces would get you something truly special and iconic. I think some of these pieces would definitely get you even like Himalayan with diamonds in it, just really special pieces. The Midas Kelly maybe, just really special pieces that are special and they're unique and they're just vibrant and gorgeous and beautiful. So I just wanted to share these with you, just in case you haven't seen the collection. So just to recap, the collection is high jewelry, but it's from last year, but they've added pieces this year that are new as well. Okay, so really love to know what you think. What do you think about this format where we do a Birkin bait and then I give you bait news? What do you think? Like a bait news bulletin? What are you guys' thoughts? I also wanted to talk about a category that we rarely talk about, and I want to correct that today. The baby category counts. Oh my God, it counts. The reason why I feel like maybe we don't talk about it enough is maybe because, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why we don't talk about it enough. I don't actually think I have a reason. It doesn't matter. All of that stops today. This category counts a lot. I mentioned this on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, go find me there, by the way. I mentioned this on Instagram a few days ago. It really counts. So I definitely think it's something to look into. I also think they have those these like plush stuffed animals or toys or whatever. I don't know what they are. These plushies, they're on the website. They count, and I believe that they're also part of the baby category as well. So I think the baby category really counts, and we just never talk about it. But yeah, people have been getting offers supporting this category as well. So let me know what you think as well, and let me know what you think of our awesome Glamazon who got the really beautiful Kelly 28 touch in Asia. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's really exciting, like, to post this content now, because I remember last year, late summer heading into autumn, I do remember a lot of people were getting offers as well. And I feel like Q4 is coming up. So in Q4 is when a lot of you guys got offers last year in Q4. Special order season is also coming up. So I think now is the time to go to the store. We were talking about this on my Instagram stories, like how often should you go to the boutique? I think if you have a home store, you should go to the boutique like once a month, once every 6 weeks, once every 8 weeks. I think anything beyond 8 weeks, which is 2 months, I think isn't a lot, but if you have a home store in like wherever you live, right? So if you live in London, now the wishlist countries I think are a little bit different. I feel like wishlist countries you might not need to go in that much, but the countries where the game is played, so like the US and Canada and Germany and France, and of course countries in Asia like Singapore, like Thailand and Vietnam, and of course Australia, I feel like you really should be going in, and of course the Middle East, of course. I feel like you really should be going in once a month, maybe at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. It's your decision. Once every 6 weeks, or once every 8 weeks. And I think anything beyond that, I think that there would be that onus on you to spend quite a bit, because I feel like they need to see you, and for them anyway, it seems like FaceTime is an important thing. I also think FaceTime is even really important at like Louis Vuitton and Chanel as well. So I'd love to know what you think about that. We were talking about it actually on my Instagram. I did a sticker, and many of you had really interesting comments. There were a lot of interesting comments. Some of you were telling me like, you know, I'm really busy, like I don't have time to dedicate going to the store every month. I can't go to the store every month. Yeah, like I said, I think if you can go every month, that's great, but I think every 6 months is also fine. And I think every 8 weeks is also fine. I think 6 weeks is a good sweet spot, because that's like every month and a half you go to the boutique. Because I think that the importance of going to the store is so that they don't forget you and that they remember you. Now, for people like me, if you're watching this, you don't have a home store, I think if you don't have a home store but you shop remotely, I would say you need to be going 4 or 5 times a year. I think if you are in a situation like that. If you can't go at all, I think you need to be shopping every single month. There's no question about it. And also, unless you're established, I feel like established people can shop remotely and not go in. That's a different thing. Now, with Paris, how often should you go if you want to have a Parisian essay? Paris is much more turbulent. Your essay could leave today and never tell you. I would be aiming to go twice a year. So I've already been in February. After I go to South Africa, then I'm going to go to Europe. So I'll be going again. So I would have done my 2 a year. I think for me, 2 a year is fine. I think for a lot of my followers who are from Africa as well, 2 a year is fine. 3 a year would be great, but I think two times a year for Paris I think is fine, because there are always going to be so many other people unless you're spending at a certain level. There are VIPs who go to Paris like 3, 4, 5 times a year. I don't know about going to Big H in Paris 4, 5, 6 times a year, unless you're going to be buying some of these like Kellymorphose pieces or stuff like that. Because I feel like if you're going to go to Big H in Paris like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year, and many people do, but you're not going to buy high jewelry, you're not going to buy the really pricey fine jewelry pieces, the expensive watches. I feel like after a while there'll be like diminishing returns, because you'll be going and then if the SA can't upsell you the really expensive things, it'll be like, oh, we can't help you get a bag, you've already hit your quota. There's a lot of talk about the fact in Paris you can only get 2 bags a year. I don't know about that. There are many people who get way more than that, but they are showing a lot of loyalty. There's some people who've gotten 7 bags a year, quota and non-quota together. There are people who get a lot of them every year in Paris, but they are showing a lot of loyalty as well. So again, look, this is all up to you guys. It's your decision, it's your call, it's your money. Everyone works really hard for their money, so it's not for me or anyone else to say how often you should go, but we were talking about it on Instagram, so I thought I'd just mention it here. And also just quickly, like Louis Vuitton I think is similar. Like I think with a home store, i.e. it's in your country, you should really be looking to go like once a month. Particularly Louis Vuitton, just because they have so many new capsules, and once every 6 weeks. If there was a Louis Vuitton in Tanzania, I would be looking to go once every 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I think at Louis Vuitton, you have to kind of go more often if you care about building your profile, or ordering as often as possible. Maybe ordering via your SA, but doing it remotely, or just picking it up in the boutique. I think if you live in a country, again, like me, because this is just my life, where you don't have those luxury stores. I think I've mentioned it before, but I want to kind of make an update on that, because I haven't been to Johannesburg since January, and I'm going very soon now. I think it needs to be something like once every 3 months if you are in a situation like me. I think if you can go once every 6-7 weeks, that's wonderful. If you can go once every 2 months, but I think once every 3 months is a good pace for those of us who live in other African countries to go to Johannesburg. So I just wanted to mention that as well. I really hope you guys like this video. Please tell me what you think. Thank you so much for supporting. It really means a lot to me. I was going to film a dragging video for today, but I decided to do the Birkin bait today because I haven't filmed a dragging video in some time. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow in the video. God bless you guys, and yeah, we'll chat tomorrow in tomorrow's dragging video.